Yo, what is going on, everybody? Caveman Jack, back from another album reaction slash review, and we are back live from the studio. Yo, hopefully you guys are having a great week. We are back with Ghost's next record on our Ghost journey through the discography. Tobias, his world that he's created is so much fun to dive into. We've now checked out Opus Eponymous, Infestissimum, I still can't say that right, and their latest work, Skeleta. But today, we're checking out their third record, Meliora. That is it. Hopefully, I said that right. I feel like every single album title I'm saying wrong. But really, really keen to dive into this. I love the world that Ghost creates, and I'm very interested to see how Tobias starts to form that sound that we find in Skeleta. Opus Eponymous, fantastic entry point. A new sound that I'd never heard anything like. This metal, hard rock, 80s influenced songs with this satanic element to them was very unique, very different. Infestissimum kind of went into like experimental, like trying different things and trying to form that sound. Some of it landed for me, some of it felt like it just didn't get there for me. So very, very keen to see where he goes next on Meliora. Let's get into it. This is the next record in our Ghost journey. Let's do it. Oh, okay. We like that already off the bat. Drums have a lot of weight. Very good. Very like UFO like synth.
Spirit absent. Spirit absent. Seven seals. Devilish creatures. Spirit absent. Spirit absent.
Yeah, the drums feel very weighty on this intro track. Very ghost like this section here.
There's no return from this excursion of possibilities. You're at the center gate. Spirit absent.
First track already feels a little bit more lighter in sound, still that heavier element, but just got that tones of lightness that we kind of hear a little bit more on Skeleta. Ultimately, didn't grab me as much as I'd hoped. pockets of that song grab me, but as a whole, we'll have to go back to that one. Oh, that's heavy, man. Okay.
You have the power. You wear the crown. From the pinnacle to the pit. It is a
It's heavy, man.
long way down. In your empire, they stare and frown. From the pinnacle to the pit, it is a long way down. You are cast out from the heavens to the ground. Black and feathers
Nice
falling
chorus.
down. You are cast out from the heavens to the ground. Black and feathers falling down. Crucid your globus. You stand your ground. From the pinnacle to the pit.
Yeah, that's
It
good.
is a long way down.
Oh man, that tom drum.
You are cast out from the heavens to the ground. Black and feathers falling down.
Man, I will say, I reckon that is the first time that I've heard Ghost perfectly blend the heavier elements of their first two records with that ultimate poppier side of Skeleta. It felt like we got just that hybrid. It felt like that the first point where I've really felt that hybrid sound. It was really, really cool. Really enjoyable track. It had the heavier elements, but it had those booming choruses that you could really sing along to as well. From the pinnacle to the pit. That was sick. And then even just like the chorus, you are cast out from the heavens to the grounds. Like just the way it was sung, catchy, the kind of chorus that you'd like to hear from Ghost, where you get that blend of the heaviness of the instrumentation, but the kind of anthem like chorus is really well done by Tobias on that track. Cirice is this next track. It also won a Grammy, which is pretty unreal. Ooh. Okay, Tobias. What have you got here, man? Far out, man. That's great how it isolates the guitar. Yeah.
through the scars inside you. I can feel the thunder that's breaking in your heart. I can see through the scars inside you.
I cannot get over how heavy and just weighty the instrumentation is in this section of the song.
A candle casting a faint glow. You and I see eye to eye. Can you hear the thunder? I can hear the thunder that's breaking.
Yeah, again, very much nailing that. Almost ran out of battery there. Crisis averted. But again, Tobias is nailing this heavier element with the classic Ghost sound. It's good. Yeah, really found his groove on Meliora.
Without me, I can feel the thunder that's breaking in your heart. I can see the scars inside you. I can feel the thunder that's breaking in your heart.
Yeah, very tough song. Very well done. Very well done. Absolutely. I feel like these last two tracks really have just showcased how in his bag he was on this record. Still early days, but just feels very much more balanced, kind of getting that groove, finding that place where it blends really nicely. I think he's kind of getting that later Ghost feel, but he's also got that early origins that kind of help set up the foundation of who he is today. So instrumentation is incredibly effective. The mixing is done really well to allow his voice to have the presence that it should have. But those guitars had so much weight to them that I was like, shit, mixed very, very well. Very well done. This next track is a pretty short one. So imagine it's going to kind of like bridge into the next song. So we're just going to let it roll on and go into His. Yeah, okay. Very much.
We're standing here by the abyss, and the world is in flames. Two star-crossed lovers reaching out to the beast with many names. He's the shining and the light without whom I cannot see. And he is insurrection, he's spite, he's the force that made me be. He is. We're hiding here inside a dream, and all our doubts destroy. The guidance of the morning star will lead the way
Nice
into
melody
the
for this
void.
track, this verse.
He is, he's the shining and the light without whom I cannot see. He is, he's the shining and the light without whom I cannot see. And he is insurrection, he is might, he's the force that made me be.
That was a pretty light track. Probably tried to take the tone down on the album to slightly give the listeners a little bit more of a ballad-like sound and potentially rise back up in the back half of this album. Wasn't my favorite track, but I can appreciate ballads in general. I always like them. Just didn't really grab me. I don't know if there was just a piece of instrumentation that was lacking for me. His tone was nice, but yeah, just genuinely couldn't find the grasp on that track to hook me. This is such a random ass title. Mummy Dust.
I was carried on a wolf's back to corrupt humanity. I will pummel it with opulence, with corpulence and greed. In God you trust. My mummy dust,
A Mummy Dust.
my mummy dust.
Mummy Dust. Very, very tough instrumentation of this one. I like this little.
In God you trust. My mummy dust. My mummy dust. In God you trust. My mummy dust.
Yeah, this track's back on track for me. Yeah, nice layering here. The synths coming in.
You're the apostasy of avarice. I'm the ruler of the earth. I will slaughter you in riches till you choke on sordid mirth. In God you trust. My mummy dust.
So catchy.
My mummy dust. In God you trust. My mummy dust. In God we trust. My mummy dust. In God we trust. My mummy dust.
Yeah, that was a banger. That was a banger, that one. Kind of probably the most kind of like metal screaming voice that we'd heard from Tobias. Well, I've heard from Tobias, at least I can recall. Really enjoyed how he kind of dove into that track and attacked it. The chorus was catchy, like the mummy dust. Like you couldn't help but just sing it every time it came back through. Another example of how he's found that kind of sweet spot, I think. I think the messaging as well is not as heavy-handed as it was on Infest Assumum. It's a little bit more toned down, still very much there, but the satanic messaging is still, it's kind of like a little less in your face. So it's kind of got a nice blend of both, which is cool as well. If you look into the lyrics as well, like, you're going to see all that stuff, but on a first listen, a very general listen, a lot of that stuff can kind of be not missed, but you guys kind of hear what I'm trying to say. He's found a really sweet spot of being able to kind of keep that blend of his strong messaging, but also it's slightly different as well. It's less heavy-handed.
A higher power underground, from surface skies and
I feel like he's filling up the mix really good on these tracks as well. Like, you can hear the bass guitar, the way the drums, and the little cymbals as well. Faint electric in the back as well. Really filling the mix.
a fallen angel in his glare, in the midst of sinners kneeling down before his cloud. Oh, one master, all beauty lies within. This oasis is a poisoned well of rotting carcasses that clog the deep. Oh, our master, all beauty lies within. Oh, our master, all beauty lies within
This is a nice breakdown in. Good outro, man. Those drums are killer. Ah, yes. Just your classic Devil Church as a song title. can't help but do the stank face, man. You're just like sitting here going like, God damn.
Ever since you were born, you've been dying. Every day a little more, you've been dying. Dying to reach the setting sun. All those things that you desire, you will find here in the fire. Put your hands up and reach for the sky. Cry for absolution. You'll be down on your knees and you'll cry. Cry for absolution. Even now when you're here, you are moving, hysterically seeking out what needs improving. And you're still asking for the sun. All those things
I like this, like how it slows down.
you will find in the fire. Put your hands up and reach for the sky. Cry for absolution. Put your hands up and reach for the sky. Cry for absolution. You'll be down on your knees and you'll cry. Cry for absolution.
Nice. Man, these choruses, they're so catchy. And one thing I love about Skeleta is just how catchy those choruses are. You feel like, I feel like, you know, on repeated listen, Skeleta has just gotten better and better and better for me. And I just can't help but singing along every single time. Very feel good album. And it's got the same kind of feel. Meliora has the same kind of feel, that's for sure. It's like you kind of you listen and you just fall into these tracks, and hearing the synthesizer on that song there made me so happy. I love hearing that. It's a very, very good instrument. So hearing that kind of get blended in a lot of ghost music is really, really satisfying. Again, repeated listens will just extend this album in so many ways. I think based on my experience with Skeleta, I definitely feel like this will be the same case with Meliora. And I'm enjoying this album a lot more than Infestus Sumum. I really am. It's just connecting with me in a lot more layers. It's still incredibly heavy at times, which is fantastic. But the weight of the instrumentation just feels so much more meaty, and it feels like you can really dive and fall into the tracks.
And it's your time of need. You're turning to the light. You have just begun to explore the dark in the urban night. The world is on fire, and you are here to stay and burn with me. A funeral pyre, and we are here to revel forevermore. His grace. And you're doing fine.
Love that kind of
worshiping
clock
your
ticking
Lord.
noise.
Standing in
background.
His grace, 'cause no one ever told you how.
It's kind of cool. The last track on Infestisum is like literally has clock in the title. Like random coincidence. But
And we are here to revel forever.
okay, how's this one gonna end? I love how much he leans into these kind of like gospels and these choir elements in tracks like this. Just adds another layer and adds another dimension. Damn, that was Meliora. I keep going to say Meteora by Linkin Park. It's kind of like similar. Man, I just felt like it was the kind of trajectory that I kind of expected and was hoping for from Infestisum. I cannot say that freaking album title. Going from that record into Meliora, it just feels like Tobias found a sweet spot. He was able to kind of keep propelling the message from the key themes from his discography, keep that heavier element to it, but make the choruses a bit more kind of catchy and just the songs a little bit more well rounded. I've enjoyed this record a lot more than I did Infestisum, Mum. So I think for me, this one has a lot more replayability. It'd probably be easier to go to this one as well, just because each song I know is just going to grow in stature because of the way the choruses are, the way the songs progress, the way the songs build. There are songs that I enjoy more on this record than others, but I just feel like it's a much more consistent project from Tobias. And again, I keep saying it a lot, but he just feels like he's found the sound here. My favorite tracks off this album, probably From the Pinnacle to the Pit, Circe, really great. Mummy Dust as well. Majesty I really enjoyed as well. And Absolution. I think those are my favorites off the record. I'm keen to kind of go back and dive through this body of work again because much like Skeleta, I just feel like it's going to grow. The wings will grow even wider. So much fun working through Ghost discography. I think we have 2 more records before we're up to date. I know he's got a bunch of EPs where he does covers, which would also be really interesting and really fun as well. But a unique ride through a discography that you see that fun rise and that him finding himself and that sound. If you guys enjoyed this video, I want to see more. Like I said, I've listened to Opus, Eponymous, Infestisum, the word I cannot say, and Skeleta. Now we've got Meliora. So I'll link the playlist at the end of this video. Take care, guys. My name is Caveman Jack, and I will see y'all in the next video. Cheers.